Hi guys, Louie here. Did you know that if you are under the age of 40, that you have a very, very good chance of being way richer than your parents or grandparents ever were? Now I know the baby boomers are retiring with lots of money, right? I mean, that is where most of the wealth is. The older generation that's had an opportunity to capitalize on stock market gains, real estate appreciation, and a lifetime of earnings. And most of the money is actually in the hands of the older generation. And slowly, they will be slipping into retirement. They will be drawing their Social Security, and they will begin to live on a fixed income. Okay, here's where you come in if you're under 40. The way that the world is turning right now, in my opinion, it appears highly, highly likely that people with assets are going to take a haircut, right? Whether that be in U.S. government bonds, whether that be in the cash in your bank account, that might be the cash in your 401k or your IRA. Could be through inflation, just massive inflation over time. You know, even 5% a year over 10 years is well over half your money gone. So while it may look like the older generation has all the money and a lot of them are set for life, when there is a reset, when the government decides to change the value of the dollar, those individuals that have not protected themselves are in for a sad, sad awakening that they can no longer live on the fixed income they once thought they could. So, you know, if you're drawing $1,000 a month Social Security and another $2,000 a month from your 401k, congratulations, you've got $3,000. And I won't even attempt to talk about taxes at this point. Let's just say that that's a net $3,000. But if the value of the dollar diminishes, or if your money is reduced by some kind of unilateral action on the part of the government or the Federal Reserve or whoever may have the power, you could find as an older person that fixed income turned into $1,500 a month. And all of a sudden you can't pay your mortgage, or you can't pay your rent, or you can't afford Medicare Part B, or the hospital bills, or the medicine, or whatever it might be at that time, someone to drive you around. By the same token, if you're drawing that $3,000 a month, and the cost of those things goes up, okay, all of those things goes up due to large inflation. I won't even call it hyperinflation, I'll call it large inflation. By the same token, you will only have half the money you had prior to that event, right? So those people on a fixed income that do not protect themselves have tremendous risk going forward. And, you know, I guess if you expect your life expectancy to be, you know, another 5 or 10 years, well, you probably don't care as much. But if you're one of the baby boomers that is plans on aging gracefully and needing your fixed income money for 20, 30 years, it could be devastating. So people with assets in the bank, they can choose to diversify those assets into precious metals and other hard physical assets, but most won't. Especially as you get older, you get more and more and more set in your ways. And, you know, frankly, you're more likely to just kick the dog or something about it. I mean, you're not likely to do anything because doing something's hard, right? And you want to relax in your easy chair, go play golf, you know, whatever you want to do. Okay, here's where the young people come in. You have an opportunity to start preserving your wealth immediately. You don't have to earn a bank account full of fiat dollars. You can start setting aside a sizable percentage of your earnings now. All right, you do so, you keep it in your possession, and watch inflation take it to the moon. You don't necessarily have to tell the government where it is or when you buy it. You just need to have it in your possession. And by the time you get to be 65 years old, I think you may be living a lot better than your parents or grandparents did. In fact, you might even be helping them. Think about it. I appreciate your comments on this, and I wonder how many people agree with this. Take care. Louie out.